the closest yet farthest word for those who have internalized shame. Intimacy feels like the most difficult assignment in the world. Intimacy is the ability to willingly expose even your vulnerable side. However, a person filled with internal shame is more afraid of showing the real me to others than death. It's because we believe there is no me worth showing, or we are convinced that we will be abandoned if we expose ourselves. So instead of forming relationships, we try to control others or become obsessed, making ourselves hostages in the relationship. Today, we will learn how to break this pathological dependency and move towards healthier relationships. Breaking the cycle of projection and obsession. People with deep shame often find themselves intensely attracted to a spouse or a friend who embodies either the self they hate or the self they dream of. It's like a moral perfectionist being drawn to a rough character, or a cold person choosing an emotional one. This is an unconscious attempt to integrate a part of myself that I have rejected through my partner. The problem is not loving the other person as they are, but expecting them to be a savior who heals my wounds. You must never abandon me. The unreasonable expectation that you have to fill the voids of my past ultimately leads to severe control and conflict. True healing begins with stopping the control that seeks to change the other person. The other person is not your parent and cannot take responsibility for your past. You must acknowledge that the sadness of the past is something you have to face and let go of yourself. In a healthy defensive relationship where we cope with blame and rejection, we inevitably experience blame and rejection. For those with internalized shame, blame feels like a blade that pierces the soul. At this time, you need a few techniques to protect yourself. The first is fog therapy. It is to let the opponent's accusations pass through me like clouds. The moment you defend or make excuses against that criticism, shame begins to take hold. Just acknowledge the possibility that you might think that way, and let it go. The second is to clarify. Ask specifically, what is it about my pants that you don't like? As you continue to ask questions, you will realize that the other person's criticism actually stems from their own shame, not from you. When faced with the most painful rejection, use the siren signal. When you feel rejected, pull on your ears and silently shout, "Shame. Shame," in your mind. And I tell myself, it's just a feeling, I am still a valuable person. Rejection is painful, but don't let it determine your worth. Love is a voluntary labor and a journey. Love is not a feeling that maintains itself, it is a constant labor and choice. Marital relationships mature through a process of struggle after passing through a period of intense affection. We must move beyond the stage of projection, where we use others as tools for our desires, to the stage of acceptance, where we recognize and embrace each other's differences. There is no journey that brings more joy than human relationships. Even if there are wounds and rejections in the process, you have the strength to survive and grow within it. Today, let go of the urge to control someone else and fully accept yourself first. When you love yourself unconditionally, you can finally become a true we with others. I hope today is a time for you to release your heart that has been held hostage by someone, and to get to know the unique and precious you that God created. I'm cheering for you today as well. Thank you.